All right, everybody, it's been a long day, but we're getting our video in here today. So what I briefly want to talk about as I throw the ball for Grimace is the idea that you have to audit and you have to have some form of self-awareness and some form of introspection into the world that you are in, your environment. Because at the end of the day, your body's ability to heal is going to be 100% dependent on your environment. That is both your internal environment and also your external environment. You have to have some way of actually asking yourself, is X, Y, or Z that I am doing or that is happening in my environment, is that contributing to the overall direction that I want to go, which is positive towards health? Now, you don't have to cut 100% of things out that are negative. There are some things in our lives that we're not going to be able to cut out, or that we're going to make some sacrifices because we understand that we have to make those sacrifices. But what you need to do is you need to audit so that way the net effect is in a positive healing direction. How are you going to know if the net effect is in a positive healing direction? You're healing. You actually start feeling better. Now, it's not going to be like you make one change and then all of a sudden the next day you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm healing now. No, it's going to be more, you're going to make a few changes and then you're going to implement those changes and keep them for 6 to 12 weeks, depending on the how much of this net effect is actually positive. It might need to be longer, but you will look back and go, oh, okay, I made this change and this change. I stopped eating this specific food that I knew was probably not good for me, and I started to exercise more in the mornings, and I did it outside to help with my circadian rhythm. And so from there, we had 2 changes, and 3 months later, you're feeling 15-20% better with your chronic pain. Guess what? You just shifted the needle of your environment. Now, some people are going to need to only make a few minor tweaks to really dramatically shift that needle. Some people are going to need to make dramatic ones. I have seen people and worked with people who did not start healing until they left a toxic relationship, they left a toxic job, oh, the light, or they also moved out of a toxic home, because some older homes can be really toxic, low-level mold, lead, all these types of things. So please, please, please figure out a way to sit down and write out everything that is good and bad in terms of what you're doing for your health, and actually audit that and see, where could you make changes? What could you do better? What's in your control? What is going to be the cheapest way for you to make these changes, so that way you can see if you can actually shift your internal and external environment so you can shift the needle on your healing. You get a lot of power there, a lot of things in your control, and I really, really hope that you step up to the plate. Not for me. Do it for yourself. You deserve it.